Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Alps Panorama at the Northern Sea here in Farming Simulator 19. If you join our Discord, you'll be able to find the link for this on there, because this is to do with our multiplayer server that we have, and and the live streams and that. So all the links you'll be able to find on the Discord. So I don't know where this one's come from, which is why there's no link in the description for this mod down below. But join the Discord and you will be able to find a link. Also, the hay dryer. I'm thinking it might be quicker to use the hay dryer. However, a lot of you still want me to use Courseplay. I know, some of you agreed with me with the whole Courseplay thing, but some of you do still want me to use Courseplay. So this one here we'll be using for the cows, which is one thing that I would really like to do. Possibly we'll use the hay dryer, I'm not quite sure at the moment. That's down to seasons. I made a mistake with seasons. I said that when you cut the grass, if it's green or the drier colour, if you cut it during dry weather, it rots at midnight. Apparently it doesn't do that. I made a mistake. I got that wrong. Seasons does not do that. Seasons only rots if the grass is green at midnight. So you cut it and you turn it and it goes to the drier colour. It can stay on the ground as the drier colour, and it will only rot if it rains. If it's the drier colour, it won't just rot at midnight. So that's one thing that I did get wrong. So yeah, I apologise to the makers of seasons. The idea that I suggested is apparently already in place, so we don't need to worry about that. Another cow pen is something that I'd like to do, and that one is 300,000, and then the feed mixer is 190,000. We don't have enough money to be able to do this, but we might be able to get some. We may be able to do something about it now. If I bring that round like this, is that exactly lined up straight? That does look like, I want to make sure that we've got this right. That does look like it's lined up perfectly straight and in line with the other cattle pen. So I could do it like that, or I can put it here so that we... Actually, I think that would be the better option, to put it there like that. We've got two pens right there next to each other. The milk is fairly easy to get to. The only problem is that fence in there. That's the only bit that's going to make it difficult. But what I'm thinking is that we could actually move all the cows out of there and put them into this pen, then sell that pen, and then buy another one and move it over here. So I know that is going to be more expensive. But because you see, you sell the pen, we don't get anywhere near as much back as we would otherwise. But that gives us more room for sheds in here, and then we can keep the two cattle pens fairly close together, and it'll actually be easier to maintain and look after them. That's what I'm thinking. So we could use that. I'll get rid of this one. Actually, we don't need to necessarily get rid of the tree. If we put these back a little bit. The only downside is that this bit of road here isn't like the bit of road over that side. This is placeable, this piece of road here, so it's not, we're not going to blend right up to the edges of that one, and that's one bit that I don't like about that, which is why I'm thinking perhaps it would be better if we were to bring the cattle pens over here, and I could put one over here, and then I could put one back here somewhere as well. So we could sort of squeeze them both in. It would mean that we'd have to maybe move those trees back a bit. They would do it because of the whole placeable, the global mod company thing. It would actually fit. It would do it. Water wouldn't matter. So we wouldn't really need to well, we'd still need to be able to access this side in order to be able to unload new stock. So we'd sort of want to bring it something like that. And then we could still, could we still feed from there? I don't know. I'm not quite sure yet. I'm not entirely sure how I want to put these cows. Maybe it would be better over here. Despite the fact that we've got this road as like a placeable thing, and so it's unlike the others. we could still do something with it. I could possibly still move things around. So I could put this one here and put another one beside it. Turn that into yard in front of it. I'm not quite sure yet. But it's definitely something that we want to work on. Anyway, I want to just go and get this for a minute. And then there's the hay thing. So if we just cut the grass and gather it straight up as grass, take it to the hay loft, you've then got bulk hay instead of having to do it in bales. So that's definitely a possibility. It's just one I'm not entirely sure about at the moment. It's one that I'm sort of I'm giving consideration to, but I'm genuinely not sure about at the moment. Right, we will do that a minute. That is the very last of the hay. We've gathered the whole lot up. Cows, I'm not going to need to buy another pen just yet. We've got until after the harvest before we need to buy another pen. Because we've got 7 months. That's how long the cows are pregnant for, is 7 months. Before we need to get a second pen and start doing something with them. So we're not in like a tearing hurry with it, but we are going to need to do it at some point reasonably soon. Now, the other big thing is storing of straw, because we can load that onto there. We can bring this in here and we can dump that down there like that. And I can easily unload them using the auto load feature. But what are we going to do about straw? We've got to bring straw in and we've got to store that as well. So really, I'm going to be wanting another shed. And that's why I'm thinking move the cows. If the cows aren't in here, maybe we could use that small field. I'm not sure yet. If the cows aren't in here, it's going to make life easier for us, isn't it? On the other hand, hang on a minute. Let's go back. We need to. I do need to have a look at this a little bit. We do have to sort of make a careful choice on this one. It's not something that we want to rush into too quickly. So I'm toying with the idea over here. And, you know, over here could also be a possibility. We could put them up this way somewhere. Well, what's to stop us from putting them over here, further away from the actual farm? I could put one here. Right, we've got this one up here. I can put one up there, and I could level this area off, and we could put one here, and we could put one here, and we could just sort of raise that level and make the whole thing a nice even level all the way across, and we can put them both over there, slightly further away from the rest of the animals, and that might make life a little bit easier for us. We'll have a pen of pigs over here, and then we can always add another pen of pigs out here somewhere, or I could put 2 pens of cattle out in this field. This one would work quite nicely. We've got an open track over here for it. I can put one sort of there somewhere, and then the other one up over there, and I'll level it off before we actually place them down so that we've got them dead level. And then this little field will no longer be used for doing hay, and then that one will sort of be kept. That will be got rid of, and we can put another shed up, and then we've got plenty more storage. So get into the comment section today and let me know what you think. Where do you think we should be putting all of our hay? And, not our hay. Where do you think we should be putting the cows? Should I put them over there, the first place that I suggested, which is right next to where the cows are right now? Should I put them next to where the cows are now in that first field? Should I put them over by the silage clamp? Or should I put them near the pigs? That's what I want you to answer in the comment section today. Do we put them near where the cows are now, in the field out over that way? Do I put them behind the silage clamp over there? Or do I put them out there near the pigs? Where should I put the cows? Get into the comment section and tell me. Give me your thoughts and opinions on what you think we should be doing with the cows in general anyway. How we should go about doing that. This is it. I want everything about cows today. I want to hear all of your thoughts and feelings and approaches and everything. I want to hear all of it. Everything you've got to say about cows, get in the comment section and do that today. That is what I want to hear about. Now then, the other thing is we're going to need to put in this one, the cow feed mixer, which we will do at some point. We've possibly got the hay dryer that we might go and use right there. That one doesn't... I need wood chips for drying it, though. You know what? I've got to power that one with wood chips. So that one does sort of hold you back a little bit. This one here, you just put the food in and you use it. And I quite like the idea of this one. So we'll have to try that one out as well. Now, next thing is I just want to see if I can set up a course with this one, despite the fact that we've got no hay or anything on the ground at the moment. And see if that will work. Because it wouldn't work last time, I absolutely couldn't, but a few people told me the main thing I did wrong was I didn't select a field number, which I should have done. And I didn't realise I had to do that, because it was creating a new course anyway, but apparently I still had to get a field number. Alright, I brought this one out here and I've unfolded it, so let's try this again. I want to go in here, I can start course recording, I can copy course, I can go to field work, I got this one right here, or I can go leveling and compacting. We're not doing leveling and compacting, so I don't need to do anything there. This, I don't think I need to change anything. And I don't need to change anything on here. I don't want to change anything on here. It's automatic street speed. Speed from... Yeah, we don't want to worry about manage courses. I don't need to worry about that. So I need to go to here. And then I want to go to that bit right there. Calculate current field's edge path. Okay, I did that. But what I'm supposed to do now, apparently, is save that. So I need to go to here. Is that where I save it? I've got field edge path number. Add field 3's edge path to list. Now, that's just edge path number. It said that I'm supposed to select the field number. I don't understand that bit because this is a different field to field 3. It's one of the bits that I don't get with it. See, field 3 is just this little bit down here. I don't want to copy course. So, if I go here, manage course, no course loaded, create new folder. How do I save? There is no option to save that. I haven't made a course. So go to course generation in here. Now I have selected field 3 now, which I didn't do before. Some people said that I should lower this down, not keep it at the 19 because of the turning. So if I put that down to 18.5, we'll try that. Field edge path currently loaded course. Starting location current vehicle position. Starting direction automatic. Headland. Around. Headland pass is 2. Start working on up and down rows rather than headland. Because we're doing raking, so it should be done like that. And couldn't generate course. Currently loaded course. Now, this is the bit that I don't understand. Add field 3's edge path to list. That's what I don't understand, is what have I done there? No course loaded. Oh, that's, yeah, I don't really know what that is. Right, I don't have a current field edge. So now go to course generation. Currently loaded course. Field 3 user. Let's try that one then. Field 3 user. Ooh. Ooh, it just did something. It just did it. Look. It actually did something. Field edge path, field 3 user. So it's come up to here. And it's got all of that. So now I can save the course. It's on 18.5 meters. Return to first point. Well, I don't care about that. We just want to save that one. And we want to go field 3. Save. Right. Now looking now, I've got a field 3 in there. Right, well, it looks like we have actually been able to do something, which is very, very cool. So I'm going to clear the current course. I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm just going to leave it. I've actually managed to do something. And many, many of you have said that I need to persevere at Courseplay because it is really good. I stand by my reasons for disliking it, but I will persevere at it because so many of you do want me to be using it. So we will see. We'll see how we get on with it. Now, we've done hay. Hay is in. I've got that bit dealt with. I've got food in for the cows and for the horses. Let's just check all of that, because we're going to be wanting to get on for harvesting now soon. Got that bit there. Right, that's all looking good. So let's go to the animals. Over here, cleaning, they could do with a little bit of cleaning. And I can run down here to the cows. We've got next animal there. Nothing at all. But you are full of hay silage there, so I don't need to worry about that one. Some of these animals, there, 0.7 years. So we've got like 7 months yet. 6 months. Yeah, about 7 months actually. And then that will be done. And then we've got these horses here. Now, I thought this was the value of the horses. If we sold them, then that's what we would get. But some people have been saying that's not how it works. What you actually have is that's how much money you get from each horse at the end of each day. That's what we get just by running these horses like this. I will change all of the horses soon. We'll get rid of them and we'll get a new lot so that we get a new lot of names coming in as well. Everybody who's in the Great Book of Names, I do want to cycle through you all. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure about the horses and how that works. We'll have to see. Now, let's get this one put away. Tell you what. We will go to fast-forwarding time now while we get this put away. I'm not buying the new cattle pen yet. We have enough time to wait until all of you have had your say in how we're going to do it. I'm going to put you in there like that, so you're done. That one is all put away. I did briefly try to have a look at the Platinum Edition, you know, the quadrant, to see if I could widen the pickup on that one. But I don't know how to do it. Because it's like part of the base game, or like it's the way that it's done with DLCs. I don't know how to get in and edit anything, so I can't make it wider, which is really unfortunate. So unless there's a mod that I can find that will automatically, there might be. What I was thinking is if there's a mod that artificially increases the width of the pickup reel on anything that you're driving. If such a mod exists, if such a mod is able to be, you know, built, is in the game, whatever, then yeah, I'm more than happy to go with that. And that would sort of override it and it would solve the problem without any problems whatsoever, and we could go on and use that. I have remembered to alter my joystick. I think it might be my joystick that's causing the problem, because when I went and looked at the dead zone settings that I've got, it was all on 14%, and 14% should be plenty to override this, although my joystick is very, very sensitive. So I've just tweaked them to 16%, and it's got to be said, it's like there's hardly any dead zone. It's like there's no dead zone, to be honest. But that being said, it's now working properly. It's not moving when I let go of the joystick, which is what my big complaint was. I was having a bit of problem with that. It's no longer doing that, so we no longer have that as a problem. It would be really good if we could move these fences, but I don't think there's any way I can do. I'm going to have a look in our stuff that we can buy and sell in a minute, just to have a look at that. Because if I can buy and sell those fences, I can sell the fences down this side, and we can leave these cows right where they are if we want to. And it could be another option, but I don't think that's going to be a thing. Don't imagine that's going to be a thing at all. Put that back into there like that, and there isn't really a lot else that I want to do. So I'm just going to stop you there a second, and I'm going to go into here, and I'm going to go to the garage. We've got all of our machines. We're down through here, plus we've got all of that lot, and this is the animals in the main yard right here. So the cattle enclosure, we get 150,000 back for that, which is half price. So it's gonna cost us 150 grand to move the cows to a new location, which you'd kind of expect, really, wouldn't you? You would kind of expect it to cost a big pile of money to go and move a cattle pen from one place to another. So I'm actually fairly happy with that. I'm quite okay with it costing us a load of money like that. Haven't got anything else that we need to do. The other stuff was all full. The only thing I did want to just check. Water is fine for the cows as well. So I'm going to go over here. Actually, I think it was the first one that I went to. Nope. I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to start moving this. So the corn header at the back, that one's going to stay there. I have done the update that Jimmy J sent me for here. At long last, he did send me an update for this. He's done that, he has linked it to me a few times. And I'm really sorry, Jimmy. I should have updated it beforehand. But I have done the update, so we shouldn't have any more problems with machinery at the shop being put into the wrong place. So that bit should all now be dealt with. It's going to bring you in round this way. We're going to go up round this way for this one. That field of corn right there, we've got the corn header back at the dealership. That's ready and waiting. This header here is the one that we will be using to go and do the other great big field. And for next year, I'd like to get more big fields going. Now, some people have expressed concern that we're simply not going to get through the seasons fast enough to be able to do everything that I wanted to do. Because I said I'd like to get through the seasons a few times. And some people have expressed concern that we're not going to actually do that. I'm hoping... Well, I'm hopeful that we will. I didn't have any particular goal for the number of episodes on this series. We went to over 100 on the last one, I think. Pretty sure we did. So there's no reason that we can't. There's no reason we shouldn't go to over 100 episodes on this series as well. I'm more than happy to do that. We'll just keep going until people don't want me to do any more and they want me to change around. There's no hard and fast rules or anything. Let's see if we can skip the night, shall we? There we go. Right. We get 12 hours of sleep. 14,300 has now just come in from the livery stable, which is more than we had the previous night, isn't it? Pretty sure that's more than we had previously. Let's go and have a look at the horses now. I wish it wouldn't do that. There, right. Cows, we're probably going to need to do a little bit more work to them soon. Now, these horses, how are they doing? Are we still roughly the same? Dog Rocket, 241 right there. James Collins, 248. Jamie Burt, 325. I'll remember those three numbers. 241, 248, and 325. If we try to remember those numbers there, and was it 325? I don't know. I've already forgotten. We'll try to remember those numbers. We'll see if we can. Oh, I know what I want to do. While I'm waiting for this, I'm just going to go over here and I'm going to start the water going for the cows like that, because their water takes a long time to fill, and if you've got it on maximum speed, it doesn't actually run out. It doesn't actually, like, catch up, does it? Or it takes a very long time to catch up. So if I drop you down here a minute and just start picking this lot up all the way through here. This little bit of silage plus the grass that we've already got in for the cows should be enough to keep them going for another day. I shouldn't need to put anything into them today. The chickens aren't a lot different. They usually, it will last them for the day right here. That should last until tomorrow. Cows in here, they've actually got minimal amounts. Water is climbing, but it seems to be struggling a little bit. We're going to have to watch the cows carefully, I think, in order for them to get through. 241, 248, and 325. 325 was the one in particular that I ought to be able to remember fairly easily. It's middle of the afternoon, or approaching middle of the afternoon. There's no reason that we shouldn't be able... We have gone through to late summer, because we've moved like a season bit. that can make a difference to the animals. Now, how are we with growth? It's still green on here, so it's not actually ready to harvest, which means that that's not going to be ready to harvest until next year. That's going to be a slight problem. Not next year, till autumn. That's not going to be a problem. Just until autumn. That's all we've got to wait. So we wait one more day, and we should be all right with this one. With food and everything. We should have enough to last them until tomorrow. And you should also be okay. Yeah, I'm confident that that is going to last. We may have to do them pretty quick in the morning. But we can do that. If we can just run them through until the morning, and then we can do them fairly quickly as soon as morning gets here. And then the animals have lasted for another day. We've got a little bit of rain going on. The crops up there, see, they look golden in the field, but they're not actually ready yet. The one other thing that we are going to need to do is, I want to go here, soil composition. Lime doesn't matter, but we do need to put fertilizer on these fields. So we will do that in the morning, as well as feeding the cows. We're going to get the fertilizer spreader out over there, and we're going to run round and spread fertilizer on the grass fields. And we're also going to have to feed all of the animals a little bit. We'll only do hay at the moment. Ooh. We may have silage, and silage might be ready by tomorrow. Because it only takes a third of a season. So we might have some silage available, so we could do some mixed feed. You don't have to have straw for mixed feed. Although the mixed feeder that I want to get, that particular option, I don't know if we've got to have, right, mixed silage, straw and grass, the optimal mixed ration for your cows. I don't know if that one means that you do have to have the straw in there. Now, the other thing is, I don't really want to get this one and set it up until after I've decided where these cows are going to go. Because if I am going to move the cows out of this yard, well, I'm thinking I almost definitely will move the cows. So, I mean, some of you may say leave one of the cow pens where they are and put one out here. Something like that. I'm sort of thinking 2 here, 2 over there, or 2 by the pigs, like I said before. And then this mixed feeder could go here. But it might actually be better to put the mixed feeder over here. Right, I'm going to spin that one round. We're really close to our source of silage then. That would make more sense. And grabbing the bales from here is not going to be a major hardship. And we can put another shed. I could actually put a shed over here so that we could store the straw right in there. And then this mixed feeder could go over there, or it could go right up against the silage here. Although it would probably be better over this side. Something like that. I'm not quite sure. That's another one of those things that's kind of up in the air a little bit. Now, let's get some more sleep. So we will go 12 hours of sleep as soon as we've gone through. So 14,281 is still roughly the same for the horses. That's not really changed at all. I went up to 9 o'clock. Right, I'm going to slow that right down as much as I possibly can. And let's go and take a look. So I know that those aren't going to change. Food has run out. Health is low. Health is 60%. Food has not actually run out. They've got a tiny little bit of grass left, so they're okay. And then the horses, water is extremely low. Dog Rocket 240, that's down. These are all down by a tiny little bit. Now, is that because we don't have enough here? Or is that because the horses are getting older? Maybe that's what it is. The money is definitely down on all 3 of those. On what it was previously. But we need to start getting some food in for these animals. So, first up, the chickens. They've actually run out. So, that's going to be our first priority. Let's go to that one. Well, that's about all we've got time for in today's episode, so we're going to go and take a little bit of a break. We need to chill out on the beach, relax, and build up some strength. So while we're doing that, if you've enjoyed the episode, then could you please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well, that would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching, this is Frithgar, goodbye, and see you later.